Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata329. As you may remember, Krishna was sending a message to Duryodhana. You will be standing helpless, and you will have to see your brother's desperate eyes. He will not be dead yet when you see him caught in the arms of Bhima. We will do everything which we promised to do. You are a breaker of promises, but not the Pandavas. Remember that. Bhima said, Uluka, go and tell your king that Bhima has not forgotten his promise. Ask your king to prepare himself to see the death of all his brothers. He will see the death of all his sons and all his nephews. He will then remember this message of his to the Pandavas. I will drink the blood of Dushasana under the eyes of Duryodhana, who will not be able to save his brother. Let this king of yours hide himself in any place. I will follow him. I will break his thigh and kill him. The brave do not repeat their oaths to assure themselves. They do what they have sworn to do. Tell him that. Arjuna said, your king is a man of the worst type. He has no bravery of his own. He depends on the strength and the courage of others. He has installed the grand old man Bhishma as the commander of his army. Is he not ashamed of himself? How dare he harass that old man at this age? He has decided that the great Kaurava Bhishma should die first. He has to die. I will kill him. I will show this king of yours that we are not men of words, but men of action. Let him see the great heroes fall, one by one. He will then remember his message to the Pandavas conveyed by you. Receiving all their replies, Uluka returned to his king. The next day, the army of Duryodhana assembled on the field Kurukshetra. The army of Yudhishthira, too, assembled on Kurukshetra. The night had been a night of great excitement on both sides. Duryodhana was immensely pleased at the thought that Bhishma would destroy the entire army of the Pandavas. He had no fear of the 5 brothers. He was sure that the war would be over in a day, that no other commander would be needed for his army. His grandfather would destroy the enemies in a day. Yudhishthira spent a sleepless night. He was very unhappy. They were all talking together for a long time. Yudhishthira said, Krishna, I'm very unhappy at the thought of the future. I do not like the shape of things to come. I did not want this war. I do not want to fight our grandfather. I don't like the thought of hurting him with our arrows. I hate this war. Krishna looked at him and said, it is not right that you should be unhappy at this juncture. It is a critical time. There is no blame attached to your action. You are doing your duty as a Kshatriya. When I was in Hastinapura, I noticed that only Vidura was openly defying Duryodhana. Bhishma, Drona, and Krupa were not quite averse to war. Bhishma has willingly undertaken to command the Kaurava army. He's willing to fight with you. Why should you worry? Yudhishthira said, Arjuna, it was to avoid this war I was suffering all these 13 years of exile. Bhima, you were for fighting. I asked you to be patient. I'm sorry about all that's happened. I tried my best to avoid the war, but the god of destruction has been born in the world. The last portion of time, Kali, is waiting to be born. How are we going to kill these elders whom we have been honoring all these years? It's sinful. Arjuna comforted him with loving words. He said, I feel it is not a sin to kill those who have decided to kill us. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.